Let's see if this works, because last time this didn't work. I think it's working now. I think it's working now. Let me try to think it's working now. Try to go live before. Didn't work. Let's turn on this light. Finally, yes, it's working. The live stream is working. Finally. Oh, my water. Not Florida tap water this time. What's going on, guys? I know it's been a long time since I went live. I understand. I understand. I feel you guys. I'm sorry. As I bear with me real quick. What's going on? Oh my God, things are falling. What's going on, guys? Open the chat. Meet the Mets in the chat. Yariel, Yariel. Road Dog. What's going on, guys? Just want to go live for a little bit. Ugh. As I try to get this setup going. Hold on, guys. Hope my light bulb didn't. Alright, maybe that's better. Growing up right in front of our eyes. Yeah, I know, man. I've been on YouTube for a hot minute now, so most of my life has been on YouTube. Look at you hitting Look, we W Man Blue. What's up, guys? I know it's been a while. I know, me with undrafted analysts and things like that. I kind of gave that a little back seat for right now, just because of time constraints and stuff like that. We all have lives, so Jay Zach's working a lot. Ray's doing a lot of college work, and I'm working a lot. So I didn't know if the doing the undrafted analyst every week would be beneficial. Mike Nixon, what's going on, man? But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and hang out with you guys. I don't know if anybody's gonna be like on or anything, or anybody's gonna notice, because I haven't got on in a while. But just gonna wait for some guys to come in here. What's going on, guys? But here are my plans. What's going on, Alex Sports? My plans for the going live and undrafted analyst things like that. I'm trying to get some good lighting here. For the undrafted analyst, I'm going to try towards the preseason time, like training camp and stuff like that. Maybe then I will start doing more of the lives and things like that, and the live podcast. But I was thinking about doing a pre-recorded podcast, just like you guys, just like any other podcast out there. I don't know if you guys are interested in that, because it's definitely like I noticed when I listen to things that are like, I don't know, 40 minutes, an hour long, I tend to listen to it while I'm doing other stuff, whether I'm driving in the car or I'm like doing something, making food or whatever, or like just doing anything. I tend to just be, listening to podcasts, things like that. So I wanted to do that for you guys and make a pre-recorded podcast along with a live podcast that you guys could be interactive with. So I don't know if you guys would be interested in that. I was thinking about doing 1 week, maybe 1 week do a pre-recorded podcast, and then the following week do a live, then pre-recorded live, and have a cycle going in that way. What's going on, OGR? What's going on, Raphael? Rogue Dog, Alex Sports. I noticed that not many people are in this as much as usual. Maybe because I haven't gone on in a while. Raptors just won yesterday. Quick W, boy. Yeah, congratulations, any Raptors fans. I know Chris Sonor is a Raptors fan. That's pretty much the only Raptors fan I know. But and also my guy Luca. Can't forget about my guy Luca. Congratulations to Luca. That dude's always posting rants about his Raptors. He's very passionate about the Raptors, and I'm happy for Luca of the Waterboy Report, winning the NBA championship. I'll tell you right now, that was a sloppy game. That was a very, very sloppy game. I was mad at both teams. Passing the ball was just nobody wanted to pass the ball in the efficient way, let's just say. Very stupid mistakes, and of course the nerves get to you. It's win or go home at basically for the Warriors, and the Raptors are just trying to avoid a 3-1 comeback, and they're pretty nervous. So, yeah, that was and definitely like Toronto's inexperience. Like you think about, look at Toronto. They've been dominated by the Cavs year by year. Then the first year that LeBron is in the West, they get their spot to go to the NBA championship and leave it to the Raptors, inexperienced as they are. Besides Kawhi Leonard, who obviously led that team, Kawhi Leonard is pretty much the only guy who has NBA championship experience. Nobody else had that, and they still got up to the plate and they still won the game. Now, yes, can you say that if Klay Thompson was okay and if that injury didn't happen, they would win? Possibly, but still, they got it done. But what's going on, Poppy Goat? My guy, Poppy Goat, Zach Bruce is in the chat. What's going on, guys? Turtho, what's going on, Turtho? OGR, oh, thank you so much, man. Thanks for the dono, OGR. How's my favorite postman as Giants fan today? Did you hear about how much Dak wants? Oh my God, let's talk about that, man. Oh man, let's talk about that. Zach Bruce, I miss you too, Zach. I missed you too, man. Let's talk about Dak freaking Prescott. Poppy Goat, let me know what you think about your guy, Dak Prescott, wanting $34 million. 34. He's not asking for 30. He's not asking for 30. He wants 34. And that's such a specific number if you ask me. Not 35, not 30. He wants $34 million. Maybe he was like, I don't want to quite get to that 35 because maybe that's ugly to the... it doesn't look good to the to the owner, stuff like that. Maybe that looks like too much money. Maybe I'll just put it at 34. Maybe that sounds a little bit more believable, convincible there. Ridiculous. $34 million. Eagles forced the Cowboys' hand. Yes, of course. Yeah, with Carson Wentz's contract. On top of that, it was in the division. And on top of that, they're in the same draft class and the same division. For the rest of their careers, whether that be money-wise, performance-wise, championships, stats, injuries, all that, you're going to compare Dak Prescott and Carson Wentz all the time. Pops. I would laugh so hard if he gets 34. Yeah, I'm saying, dude, give the guy $34 million. Give Dak Prescott $34 million. I would love it. I'd be cheering. I would be cheering for it. You'll see me outside of Jerry World talking about sign Dak Prescott. You'll see me out there. They have no choice. I mean, they can. Listen, let me get something right. Let me get something straight. Does Dak Prescott deserve big money? Some kind of big money? Yes. He deserves to be one of those $22 million, $25 million quarterbacks. Is he my favorite option at that much? No. Is he my favorite option to be a $25 million quarterback? No. But in today's NFL, he deserves it. Okay? If a guy like Nick Foles, who, yes, he won a Super Bowl, but really doesn't have anything much going for that. Think about just Trent Dilfer winning a Super Bowl. That's pretty much what Nick Foles is. He got $23 million. So, or maybe more than that. So he got some big money. So you got to say Dak Prescott deserves it as well. And, I watched Strong Opinion Sports, and he was doing a film analysis on him, and I did agree with what he's saying. If you watch Dak Prescott on film, he was just able to do what Tom Brady does and just get what I'm not saying he's Tom Brady, guys. Relax before you guys comment on that. Keyboard warriors. But he basically does what Tom Brady does, and that's just takes what the defense gives him. Doesn't try anything deep because then again, he doesn't even have a deep threat. So, I mean, he's just not a risk taker. But DJ's much better. Daniel motherfreaking Jones. Oh yeah, I gotta give a shout out. By the way, guys, leave a like if you guys are enjoying the stream. It helps me out a lot. It definitely helps with the whole algorithm thing of the YouTube. You guys know YouTube is just killing it as far as content creators. I mean, they're not in a good way. They are just killing content creators. So make sure you guys hit that like button. It's a lot better right now. Like, that is equivalent to you guys giving me a donation. It's hitting the like button because that helps the algorithm. That helps me get recommended on other people's feeds and stuff like that. It helps me out a bunch. So if you guys hit that like button, that helps out a lot. So, what was I saying? Yeah, I gotta give a huge shout out to my guy QDog. QDog26. He came up with a Daniel mother freaking Jones. I don't want to curse on stream here, but you guys have you guys seen what Daniel Jones is doing? in minicamp and OTAs right now. Yes, it's still the off season. There's no pads going on. You guys can't debate that on me because trust me, I'm the first one to say yes. There's no pads. There's no. It's a vanilla offense, vanilla defense, things like that. But he's actually he's actually performing like a first round pick would during OTAs. Like a lot of people were saying, including myself, I was saying, listen, Daniel Jones, not even a first round pick. The guy's a second or third round pick, and he's gonna show that later on. No, he was a first round pick, sixth overall, and he's performing like a sixth overall pick during OTAs. Is he expected to play like a Hall of Famer during OTAs and things like that? No, he's expected to be a decent quarterback who makes their mistakes and will eventually learn from them. He's doing exactly that. The guy was the most impressive quarterback during OTAs. Yes, Eli Manning's working with the first team. He's working with much better talent, but Eli Manning threw an interception, multiple interceptions almost every single freaking practice, okay? Yes, he has much better talent, but Daniel Jones, there have been times where he didn't even throw an interception. Daniel Jones has been looking efficient. Nobody can argue with me that Daniel Jones does not throw a better ball than Eli Manning. Eli Manning does not throw a better ball than Daniel Jones. That's very obvious. You guys know Eli Manning throws one of the worst balls I've ever seen from a starting quarterback. But I'm not trashing my quarterback, not trashing Eli whatsoever. But I am optimistic of the future. I am optimistic of Daniel Jones developing into that guy that we've been waiting for. That ever since Ryan Nassib and Davis Webb, who I think could have still developed into the guy, and then Kyle Lauletta, obviously, listen, Kyle Lauletta has been doing next to nothing in these OTAs. Yes, he's coming out of injury and things like that, but if there was a fourth or fifth team, he would be on the fourth or fifth team. I don't even know. I think he's still working with the third team, but he's never elevated past that. Like the guy, you don't see Kyle Lauletta on any highlights or nothing like that. If you see him on highlights, he's getting intercepted. So Kyle Lauletta obviously is not the guy. Daniel Jones is miles better than Lauletta, so I do not regret getting another quarterback other than Lauletta, because 2 years ago, back when we drafted Lauletta, the 2 years ago me would have said Lauletta could be the guy. I love what I see from him on film and things like that, but I'm definitely going back on my words right now and saying that I don't know if I'm still happy with the Daniel Jones selection, but I'm very optimistic. Daniel Jones and Eli Manning look the same. Yes, listen, I have my theory, guys. You guys may not believe me. I have my theory. If you guys watch the Manning 30 for 30, you guys will know that Eli Manning was a troublemaker when he was 17 years old. Troublemaker in high school. The guy got drunk, went to parties, did all that partying stuff. Maybe that's why he has the face he has now. But either way, the guy was a partier. The guy did all that stuff that a teenager would do in parties and things like that. And no doubt in my mind, it's very plausible that at 17 years old, because if you do the math, I think they're 17 years apart. I'm not very good at math, but I apologize. But I think they're about 17 years apart. They are, right? 38, 21. I think that's the right amount. But when he was 17 years old, I guarantee you he knocked the girl up and left, and Daniel Jones was made. I guarantee you, man. Daniel Jones is Eli Manning's son. It all makes sense. I'm calling it here right now. You guys want to talk about Philly 500 with these conspiracy theories? I've got my own. Daniel Jones is really Eli Manning's son, and that's why Eli Manning wanted Daniel Jones in the Giants facility. He knows that's his son. I mean, he even knows it. Oh my God, he does the same face as I do. He does the same freaking face as I do. Illuminati confirmed. It's destiny, guys. It is destiny. There's no way Daniel Jones, with how much he resembles Eli Manning, that he would be the next Giants quarterback. I mean, that's not a coincidence, man. That's his freaking son. He's playing with his son. He's training his son. This is Eli Manning's idea of father and son time, because he didn't want to say him, listen, kid, I'm your father. Daniel Jones doesn't even know it. I know it. Daniel doesn't know it. I have to break the news to him. I gotta be like Bran Stark. I gotta be like like Samwell during Game of Thrones. I gotta be like Samwell. John, you are not the son of Eddard Stark. You are something much more. Daniel, you are not the son of whatever your father's name is, you are something much more. You are the son of Eli Manning, first of his name, winner of 2 Super Bowls, icon of the New York. Oh man, he's something much more, guys. He's something much more. He's got Manning in his blood. He's got Manning in his blood. Andrew Luck getting MVP next year. He can. He can get MVP next year. Zach, was he the comeback player of the year? Or was it JJ? I think it was Andrew Luck, right? I predicted Andrew. But I think it was Andrew. But he can go from freaking... He could be the first player to ever get comeback of the year. And the comeback player of the year one year. And then the following year getting MVP. I don't think that's ever happened before. Yeah, but Andrew Luck, it can't happen. That's if Patrick Mahomes slows down. Hope you guys like that Game of Thrones reference there. Definitely Luck by a landslide. You know Tom Brady kisses. That's old. That's old news, man. That is old news. Old news. Everybody knows that. But I'm coming out with a video. If I could switch my camera around, I'll show you guys. Can I switch my camera around? Yes, I can. I'm rendering a new video. It's on the whole Patriots and Texans situation. It's pretty funny. I even put a meme up. It's on Twitter and Instagram. It's an Avengers meme about the Texans. But okay, time for some real questions. What free agents in next year's class would you want the Giants to sign? If you want me to do that, Mike Nixon, let me go to the interwebs right now. Let me go to the interwebs and look at it. Spot Rack. Everybody thinks it's Sports Rack, and I thought the same thing. It's SpotRack.com. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but it's. I thought it was Sports Track. I thought it was SportsTrack.com, but it's Spot Rack. Let me try to plug my laptop charger in, cause that thing dying. Been editing most of the day for other videos. I apologize for the positional preview. You guys are really enjoying the positional previews for the New York Giants. I do that every single year. That's my idea. If anybody else does it, but I should get it trademarked. But positional previews for the New York Giants. That is the outside linebacker video. I'll try to upload it tomorrow. I work tomorrow, so let's see if I can edit it in time and then put it up by tomorrow. But it's going to be the edge rushers tomorrow. Very excited for that. And then after that, we have inside linebackers, cornerbacks, and then safety. So 3 more positions left. 3 more positions left. 4 positions left besides including the edge rushers. What's up, KidBlue? What's going on, Chuck Sharts? What is going on, brother? What profile picture is that? Oh, it's Dwayne Haskins? That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Season prediction for every 30... Oh, yeah, that's coming, Turf, though. I do that every year, too. And I go over, because I don't have a life. You know, I don't have any friends. So I go over all 256 games. 256 freaking games, and I put a win and a loss under each team, and then that's how I do my record. So it's completely realistic. There's not like you see all those freaking prediction videos, and every freaking person, like, I have this team going 10-6, this team going 10-6, this team going 14-2. That's not possible. Not everybody can have winning records. So I have it completely realistic. So in one game, like the Giants versus Dallas, if I have the Giants winning, I'm going to have the Cowboys losing, and that's going to affect each record. That's how I'm going to do it. It's going to be completely accurate. Completely accurate. And I pride myself on it. Because I have no friends, and I have time to go over 256 games and determine a record for all 32 teams, you know? I have that time, you know? But, let's see. Is the NFL your favorite league of... Oh, hell yes. That's why this channel is mostly NFL. I'm getting into... Nice talking to you, bro. I don't know if you're talking... I hope you're talking to me, man. Alright, man. I don't know if you're leaving or something like that, Zach, but... Nice talking to you, man. What's going on, King Andy? Charles Shershins. Says Haskins. All right, Zach. See you later, man. But yeah. Let's see. Who said that? I believe that was Mike Nixon that said he wanted to see the top free agents. So let's look at the top free agents, guys. Let's look at the top free agents for next year. The NBA Finals finally ended. Yes, sir. Now we can stop talking about basketball. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. When there's no sports going on, because I know baseball is great and all, but come on, yeah, nobody even covers. Not even ESPN covers baseball. They don't even like to cover baseball. They just stick with petty NFL stories. But that's the thing, though. We're gonna get a lot of stupid stories, man. We're gonna get a lot of stupid stories until the preseason, things like that. Like what Saquon Barkley had for breakfast and things like that. So we're gonna get a lot of those kind of stories. But some free agents for the 2020 off season. Let's look at this. Trying to get into that. But yeah, guys, make sure you guys, if you guys are new and you're joining this right now, you guys just join. Make sure you guys hit that like button. I said it before. It helps the algorithm for YouTube, because lately, I don't know if you guys heard the news, but freaking YouTube has been going down a cliff lately as far as ads go, and their whole algorithm and censoring people and all that stuff. And so us content creators in YouTube, back when we used to get a decent amount of views, we don't get as much anymore because of people not getting recommended our video and things like that. But if you do like the video, that goes on other people. And the more you like a video or a stream or something like that, the more it's going on to YouTube recommended stuff, and other people recommend it to my stuff. And then that's how the channels grow. So you liking a video will definitely help that. But let's try to. My computer's still failing to load here. Come on. 2020 free agents. Just appreciate that, Gamer Squad. Appreciate that. Speaking of that, Gamer Squad, I do have a gaming channel that I'm working on a couple of videos for as of right now. I haven't uploaded in a while, but I'm getting back on it. If you want to check that out, Royal HD Gaming. NFL season ended, NBA season ended, NHL season ended. What do we watch now? You guys can watch me. You guys can watch me on YouTube. But yeah, I'll be covering all NFL storylines. I'm working on a couple ideas for videos, like most underrated players, most candidates for Rookie of the Year, things like that. I'm coming out with a lot of fun stuff, guys. A lot of fun stuff. But also, you guys can add me on Instagram, add me on Twitter, and we can talk about, you guys can link me or DM me with some topics you guys want me to cover. I do that I have done those videos in the past. I think I did like 3 of them so far. Just to have more interaction with you guys. Just what you guys want to see. If you guys recommend me a video, and I like it enough, I'll do it. So you guys got to hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on Twitter, and I'll let you know. But let's talk about some upcoming free agents for the 2020 season. Kicking off, Drew Brees and Eli Manning. So they're Jesus Lord, they're old. Drew Brees, Eli Manning, and Phillip Rivers. Those 3 quarterbacks are going to be free agents. Drew Brees, if he doesn't, he's 41. He's 41 right now. If he doesn't resign with the Saints, he's done. He's done if he doesn't resign with the Saints. Eli Manning, I don't envision is coming back. Phillip Rivers may get an extension. But let's talk about guys that potentially will fit with the Giants. We look at Jadeveon Clowney, and I'm gonna make a video on Jadeveon Clowney because somebody recommended that. That's one of the suggestions. But Jadeveon Clowney, former number 1 overall pick. Sure, he wasn't deserving of the number 1 overall pick, but he's 27 years old, still killing it, and we're gonna have the cap space to do so. I would love Jadeveon Clowney because our edge rush, even with O'Shane, even with Lorenzo, it's still bad. I still don't trust those guys as being a number 1 guy. But in the future, do you think robots will be made to play in the NFL? Oh my gosh, I was thinking about that. I was like, are we eventually gonna put like so much freaking armor that we're gonna put these guys in Iron Man suits and have them play football? Like, even though that would be kind of cool to see, because who doesn't like robots killing each other? But it just takes away from the integrity of it, you know. Oh, what's going on? What's going on with I wonder what Saquon Barkley for breakfast. What's going on with Poppy going to Chuck? But Let's see here. Let's see. So Jadeveon Clowney's on our list, guys. That's good to see. Jadeveon Clowney, Dante Fowler as well. If we want to go a little cheaper, Dante Fowler. He's a little younger, 1 year younger, and he's not going to be anything as good as Jadeveon Clowney, but he still would be a good fit here. So, man, there's a lot of older guys, man. A lot of older guys. Devin Funchess again, Bradley Roby. I think cornerbacks will be all set. Cornerbacks will be okay. But as far as everybody else goes, this is a lot of older guys. A lot of older guys. Lyle Collins, I don't know if we should... I think Lyle Collins is he right now? Is he playing guard or tackle? I can't remember. KidBlue scared of your Giants. Oh, I know that for sure, man. Oh, I know. Go. Come on, man. Go. Oh, since that whole controversy has been stirred up right now, all the YouTubers making videos about it. Want to get Poppy Goat's opinion on it. Poppy Goat, what you think, man? Ezekiel Elliott or Saquon Barkley? Who's better? Who's the better running back? Who is the better running back? I could honestly understand a valid argument from both sides. It's very valid. But at the end of the day, I just think Saquon is much more versatile as a running back. Sure, Ezekiel Elliott has been getting better at catching balls out the backfield, but you can't tell me Ezekiel Elliott can mimic what Saquon Barkley does. Saquon Barkley not only is a bruising back, not only can truck guys, because that's what Ezekiel Elliott can do as well. That's pretty much what he's known for. But you're never going to see Ezekiel Elliott doing what Saquon Barkley does. I mean, Saquon Barkley is definitely a better running back. Now, is Saquon Barkley better than Todd Gurley? I think that's the better conversation. I don't know why everybody's talking, maybe because they're in the same division. I don't know why everybody's talking about Saquon Barkley and Ezekiel Elliott. The real conversation should be Saquon Barkley and Todd Gurley. Because Todd Gurley, in his rookie year, yes, did not catch balls out of the backfield because he was quite bad at it. He was dropping a lot of balls, things like that. His sophomore season was a little bit of a slump. His junior season, he went freaking off. And now he is a legitimate dual threat running back, catching balls out of the backfield, and it has the numbers for it. So if you ask me, I don't know, man. I don't know. I as much as I love Saquon Barkley, I don't know if he's the best back in the league yet. I don't know if he's the best back. I think Todd Gurley still has that. I give Saquon Barkley one more year like what he just had, maybe a little better, and then I'll say it. But as far as talent goes, yeah, Saquon Barkley blows everybody out the water. As of right now, I'm going to say Zeke, but after next season, I think Saquon will be number one on my list. It's just that Saquon has only played one season to me, and I have to see more than a year from him. Yeah, I agree with that. That's what I'm saying, too. Like, I still have Todd Gurley as my number one. A lot of people are going to call me fake Giants fans for saying that. That's stupid. But I have Todd Gurley. Listen, running back is my specialty, man. That's what the channel is named after. Running back is my freaking specialty. I know running backs. And I'll tell you right now, Todd Gurley I'm a huge Todd Gurley fan. Who's your top 5 running backs right now? Wow. Top 5 running backs. Man. Let's see. At number 5, you guys know that David Johnson is one of my all-time, not all-time because obviously he's still young in his career, but just one of my favorite running backs to watch. David Johnson was. So at number 5, I would have to go because listen, you gotta be fair. The guy took a year off. Okay, he took a year off. I'll have to say at number 5, it would probably be Le'Veon Bell, and then I would go David Johnson. And then I would go Ezekiel Elliott, Saquon Barkley, Todd Gurley. So 5, Le'Veon Bell. 4, David Johnson. 3, Ezekiel Elliott, Saquon Barkley, Todd Gurley. That's my top 5. Couple honorable mentions. I really love Melvin Gordon. I actually thought Melvin Gordon will be better than Todd Gurley because they went in the same draft class. But I thought I was of the belief that Melvin Gordon would be better. I was proven wrong. But Melvin Gordon is definitely a huge favorite of mine. I love Melvin Gordon. Who's another really good back right now in the NFL? Where is Melvin Gordon? Melvin Gordon's with the Los Angeles Chargers. I almost said San Diego. Los Angeles Chargers, my friend. Before that, I probably would have said Kareem Hunt, but being what he just went through right now, I don't know if he's going to be the same Kareem Hunt that we seen, but Kareem Hunt would have definitely been on the honorable mentions. Alvin Kamara, I don't think I classify Alvin Kamara as not a true running back. I think Alvin Kamara is more, yes, Christian McCarthy. Oh my God, Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey is definitely on my honorable mentions, but I just don't think he'll ever be that like top five back. But Alvin Kamara, I can't consider as a like true running back. I just can't see it. Yes, he runs the ball very well, but he really looks like a Shane Vereen to me. Like I'll never consider Shane Vereen to be a true running back. Guys like that, Danny Woodhead, like those scat backs that run the ball sometimes, but mostly catch the ball. They're mostly gadget players. I think Alvin Kamara is probably the best gadget player on offense in the NFL. That's probably what he is. Christian McCaffrey is on that borderline, but Christian McCaffrey is their number one back. So I would say that he is classified as a running back, and he's heavily used at running the football. Very heavily used in running the football. Alvin Kamara, not so much. Alvin Kamara is mostly used in catching the football. So I would say Christian McCaffrey, Melvin Gordon, those guys are my honorable mentions. I can't really think of any other like running backs that are like top of the class. Like, you guys know what I'm saying. The GOAT Nathan Peterman is with the Raiders right now. They have is Peterman still with the Raiders? I thought he got cut. Unless he's yeah, I think he is with the Raiders. Yeah, you're right. It was AJ McCarron they shipped out of there when they signed him and Connor Cook. Why would they keep? Oh no, Connor Cook was with the Lions. But best route runner, I think it's Julio. No. The best route runner, like wide receiver route runner, it's Odell Beckham. Nobody runs a better route than Odell Beckham. And I'll say that even though with all the controversy, I'm not gonna just disrespect him like that. And it's not even biased because I love OBJ, but I'll be the first to say if somebody's not a good, not as good as something else. Like that's why I'm saying that Todd Gurley is a better running back than Saquon Barkley right now. But as far as best route runner in the NFL, it's OBJ hands down. OBJ. Well, what's the question here? Better running back core, Redskins or Eagles? Oh, Redskins. Oh my God, Redskins. Oh my Lord, Redskins. You don't even want to. Don't talk about the Redskins, dude. Do not talk about the Redskins. Do you know who they have in that backfield? The Eagles are not even close. Who they have? Jordan Howard. They have Jordan Howard, Wendell Smallwood, and who else? Miles Sanders. That's it. That's a good running back core, but that's not as good as the Red. Are you kidding me? You're talking about Adrian Peterson, who old man Adrian Peterson was still a 1,000-yard runner last year. Okay, let's keep that in mind. Still a 1,000-yard runner last year. You have Rob Kelly. Yes, he gets hurt all the time. Darius freaking Geis, who tore his ACL last year. That's why we never saw anything of him. Darius Geis. Let's number it. Let's use our fingers here. Okay, Adrian Peterson, Rob Kelly, Darius Geis, Samaje Perine, right? And then, didn't they just draft a freaking running back? Didn't they just draft one? Let's look at their running back core right now. Man, I'm so jealous of that. Even though I love my Saquon Barkley, I just wish we had the depth. Redskins. Screw Josh Adams and Corey Clement. The hell? Corey Clement has done nothing but catch a freaking Super Bowl catch. Corey Clement is nothing. Sure, he was a good undrafted pickup. He ain't nothing. Who else did you say? Josh Adams? Josh Adams was okay. Still went undrafted. Bryce Love. There we go. And Chris Thompson. Chris Thompson, one of the best scat bags in the NFL. Like, we were just talking about gadget players. Like, Alvin Kamara is a gadget player. Chris Thompson is another great gadget player. So you're telling me, listen, that is a whole 90-man roster. Like, when you have the 90-man roster, you have like freaking 10 running backs on the freaking roster. All these guys can make the roster. If there was such thing as teams keeping like 10 running backs on the roster, they're keeping all of them. Let me read them off to you. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah. Adrian Peterson, Darius Geis, Samaje Perine, Chris Thompson, Bryce Love. They don't have Rob Kelly anymore. What the hell happened to Rob Kelly? Did they get cut or he retired? Maybe because kept getting freaking hurt all the time. Maybe that's what it is. But still, even with Rob Kelly, even without Rob Kelly, they're still the best running back core. I wish the Giants had a running back core like that. Think about Saquon Barkley, and he had good weapons behind him. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, don't worry about, don't worry about Saquon Barkley, just feed him the ball, things like that. Yeah, but there's always a chance for injury. There's always an Adrian Peterson situation. I don't care if they still come back and do what they do. I don't want him to get hurt whatsoever. I want running back depth. And so Wayne Gallman and whoever we freaking our running back core is all screwed up. The Giants running back core is. We have to get an undrafted. Our third running back has to be an undrafted guy. Freaking ridiculous, dude. I'm not watching the NFL ever again if the Cardinals mess up this season. Oh man. Well, listen. If you're thinking about the Cardinals making the playoffs, don't think that highly. An expectation you should have. Hell no, we bleed blue. I'm from Queens, New York. An expectation we should have for the Cardinals. I'm thinking 7-9, 8-8. 7-9 to 8-8 because their offensive line is still very shaky. Yes, they have some decent pieces there, but they're still a bad offensive line. And we're talking about an offensive line with all five of the offensive linemen were injured, if not put on IR last year. And they barely addressed it. They addressed it in like the 6th round, 7th round. They got an offensive lineman, but they have some really good skill position players. And it's going to be like, I think the Cardinals are taking a page out of the Seattle Seahawks playbook here and talking, in not really addressing the offensive line, but addressing the skill players around it with a dual threat quarterback in Kyler Murray, which Kyler Murray can really rip a ball in the pocket, but he's a huge threat outside of the pocket. He could run around, extend plays. That's why the Arizona front office was like, we should wait before we really get. We should get all these other great pieces here, like Andy Isabella and what's the other guy? Hakeem out of Iowa State. Hakeem Butler, the wide receiver out of Iowa State. Those two wide receivers are going to be great. I believe they drafted. Did they draft another running back? I believe they drafted another running back. They got a tight end as well. I mean, they're really building around Kyler Murray as far as giving him weapons to throw to when he does get out the pocket. So I think that's what they're doing next year. I guarantee you next year is going to be very offensive line heavy. I don't know if it's going to come from the free agents. I don't know if it's going to come from the draft. But next year is going to they're going to start worrying about the trenches. But they're kind of building in an opposite fashion. They're building in a way where instead of building it with the offensive line first, they're going to build with the offensive line last because it's not like you have a Drew Brees or Eli Manning at quarterback. You have a Russell Wilson type player in Kyler Murray, and that's why they're not going to build the offensive line first. So anybody that keeps bringing that offensive line argument is not thinking about the big picture there with how much talent. That's why I rated them as the number 1 draft in the 2019 draft, because I understand what their mindset was. It was a great mindset to have, and it's a very risky mindset to have in not worrying about the offensive line because guess what? If they fail, which ultimately, they're going to go 7-9, 8-8. That's, to me, people are going to freak out and say that's a failure because they got Kyler Murray. They think Kyler Murray, just with anybody, is going to lead them to the promised land. And you know what they're going to blame? The offensive line. With the offensive line, we should fire their GM. He got all these players and didn't build the offensive line. Just wait. When you have a job as a GM, and this is what I say about Dave Gettleman, when you have a job as a GM, time is such a key factor because you can't go into a draft. Sorry, I almost dropped my phone. You cannot go into the draft as a GM and say, we need to get everything that we need right now. We need to build every single need we have on this football team. I want it addressed in this draft. You cannot do that. Because you have to say there are going to be more drafts than this. There are going to be other drafts in other years. Yes, the players, the fans, they're not going to like it. I mean, the fans, they're not going to like it. They're not going to like you didn't get a first-round tackle. They're not going to like you didn't get a first-round running back. things like that. But there's always next year. There's always free agency. You have to build piece by piece. If you rush and you just like what Dave Gettleman said, if you rush and you pick up a guy that you just fits a need and you say you just move on and you address every single need with every single position in that one draft, you are going to screw up. You are going to screw up. So, with Arizona, I'm okay with them building the skill positions first, and then building the offensive line. I don't mind that whatsoever. Let's just hope it works. If they fail, their head's going to be on a pike. Since you're a running back expert, which running back is better coming out of college next year? Did Jonathan Taylor or DeAndre Swift? I haven't done any college scouting yet for the next season. Give me a couple of weeks before, because I am planning to make a prospect video in the next coming weeks, Mike Nixon. I will definitely address that in my prospects video, whether that be by position or just by overall prospects. But I have not gone over the prospects yet. Sorry about that, man. What happened to Gerald McCoy? Where is he at now? I know Sue signed with the Bucks. Yeah, he's with Carolina now. I knew he would go to Carolina. How many times do you always see these disrespected players that they get cut randomly? That they're star players, they're fan favorites. They get cut by a team. They're always 9 times out of 10. They're always gonna go to a division rival. Always. It's in their blood, man, because they just want revenge. Look at Landon Collins. I know he was a big Sean Taylor fan. But look at Landon Collins. He felt he was disrespected by the Giants organization by not giving him freaking stolen money and $14 million as a safety. He felt disrespected, and he went to the Redskins to get absolutely freaking tackled by Saquon Barkley. So, yeah. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna wind up ending the stream now. Just wanted to go live here and just talk with you guys just a little bit, because just trying to make up for the undrafted analysts. I know I haven't been on in a while, and I want to keep doing this more. I'll do it on a more official basis instead of just me holding my phone. I'll definitely try to do it in a more organized fashion. But that being said, guys, wrapping it up. I'm about to edit some more videos, things like that, get some things done. Yeah, all that being said, guys, make sure you leave a like before you leave. Let's try to get to 20. We're at 19 right now. Let's try to get to 20. But, all right. So, yeah, guys. See you guys later. Bye.